to me honestly. I'm here.
What's up, everybody? Good morning. Tuesday, we're live on Space with Wolf Stock Market News. Getting ready for a nice, awesome trading day. We are slightly irrational to the upside on the S&P. Got upper DD band tapped. Everything else is looking pretty all right. A little decent move overnight, so we're in about 35.5 points. Looks like to the upside. Market's fighting buyers here. We're going to examine the committed traders today. We'll look at some financial possible catalysts coming up. Obviously got FOMC on the horizon, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. Just hang tight, we'll get started. What up, y'all? Smash that like button. Ready to get going.
Talk to me honestly. I'm here.
I think that is probably what all trading is going to be leaning on, I think, for the next quarter, if not longer. We have all What up, y'all?
And I do not know how to get around it, to be honest. I can't. Like, I tried sending the invite directly. You might have to try to hop on the Alt account and join with a separate
What up, what up, what up, what up? All right, friends, let's
I
go.
really don't know if
Possible rational to the upside on the S&P here. So let's take a look at this. Let me rerun the bot.
appreciate the insights that you laid out for us here, Matt. Okay. Give us 6 minutes to work out the stage. Morning, Leah. How's it going?
Good morning, guys. Great, great. Just looking at some perhaps continuation in
Okay.
India and up to. So yeah, just the usual suspects, but we'll be careful today as well because that's so. That's it.
I got it. Paper. How about yourself?
Whatever. Kind of looking at doing a quick check on 5. Looks
Okay.
like it's kind of like
Open here, 394.11.
right into like potentially up to 398.
Let me take this in here.
But anything
399.93. So I'm doing this this elite. I'm just passing these elite trader funding trading challenge things. I did the 150K static, dominated it. Can I hear my own music here? Can I hear the music? Check, check. Let's get that mic. Y'all hear me? Y'all good? So I'm doing that. The 250 static eval. I need to get what, $3,200 more to get the 250. I'm just doing this just to show that I can crush these challenges, you know. I'm the guy that loves challenges. Trade them live on stream. Like to trade challenges and contests, competitions, trade against other traders, whatever. I'm a hyper competitive person. So I'm just gonna do this, knock it out, then we get back to the other people ask about what happened to your 100K. Let's get over here. Hold on one second. Yeah, let me grab.
No, I just wanted to congratulate you on
Hold on, they asked me to do something. Oops, so grab a little screenshot here. The 100K is still there, 17.5. That's the 10K to 100K challenge. You always ask what's going on with that one. We're just showing some ETF stuff just for a little bit, but this one's still going strong. 10K to 100K, 17.5. That's where we are on the screen. People are like, where did it go? And that's it. That's it. No deposits, nothing. Still the same account. Same account. So I'm up, what, 73% or something like that. Still crushing that too. Still crushing everything. About to crush this Celsius though, because these are tasty. Okay. Oh, okay. So like for a Red Bull day there, I do like Red Bulls. Sometimes I go into like these phases where I do like Red Bull, and I drink the diet Red Bull because I only want to, you know, destroy my liver and my stomach, not my midsection. So no sugar. You know, don't want to get fat while I kill myself with caffeine. But I do like Red Bull. Sometimes I just crave that just kind of like tangy, gross flavor. All right. So we're opening up. DD bands are up here. That is not right. 390. Let me double check that. Oh, did I do that wrong? Hold on. That's not right. We'll check that I did that right. Shit, those DD bands are 39.87.50. that looks a little low.
Space.
700. All right, guys, I'm gonna rerun the bot. Sorry. We open in 1 minute. It's gonna get started. Okay, let's get ready to go. Actually, we're gonna hear 390.15. So at the upper DD bands, it's gonna be very hard to find a good trade here unless the market sinks really good. Absolutely. Absolutely. On markets opening, well, the first thing that we do is that we double check the irrational rational rules. So right out the door, we are looking a little too high to the upside, and the S&P and the Nasdaq move too far too fast. Obviously overnight in the futures, that's one of the irrational. So S&P irrational out the door on what we call DD bands. So that's one of the 5. Doesn't look like we have any index catalysts. Doesn't look like there's any issues with the VIX. All we're going to do right now is wait for liquidity maps to come in. When they do come in, I'm going to be looking for dips to buy. Clearly, when you press more than 29.5 points, it's the current risk interval. The upside, that's where I start to look for the market to just have squeeze a little too hard. In pre-FOMC, I'm gonna take everything with a grain of salt. People are getting squeezed before the Fed comes out with the decision, so I'm not going to chase anything like it's going to be a rally. It can move up really high, come down really fast. So right now, I'm going to wait for the liquidity maps to come through. They take about a minute or so right out the door, and as soon as they do come in, I'm going to be looking for trade opportunities. Resilience, one of our major tools, is right out the door. Fully positive. All stocks have pretty much gapped up, about 95% of them. All the market cap is flooding to the long side. So with resilience strong, I'll be looking for that redistribution zone and half gap to support. And then after that, I'm just going to wait and see what we get. So we have a bull long up on SPY, which shows we're above hedge pressure pushing higher. QQQ in a liquidity pocket, but still has that long up from market. So everything looks long and strong. I'm not chasing highs in irrational territory, but what I do look for is I do look for dips. So hedge pressure at 307 today, decent support on the S&P. That is going to be where that is. And chances are it's moved too far for me to take any entry. With all the things long and strong like this, I don't like to take shorts or trade against it. Clearly, I think Wall Street is betting on a 0 interest rate decision, or even 25. That's kind of like the major the consensus is right now. So out the door, all I'm doing is waiting for dips to buy on a good support, and I'm going to see if I can get that. So no trades out the door now, but everything's looking great. All sectors looking great. Rocket Scooter, all lights are green, so that looks great on the platform. All right, nothing.
So when you have those liquidity map lines planned out, so seeing monthly hedge pressure, that's shown at 395, and then weekly at 396.5 here on SPY. So looking at SPY real quick, so Matt, it looks like we are pretty significantly above these lines this morning, right? So we are pushing upside here.
Yeah, no trades right now, guys, for me. So that's all I'm looking at right now. So guys, I don't see anything at all other than longing up hedge pressure when it pulls back. So I'm gonna chill on this right now. Right, irrational upside. I'm gonna trade small on the pullback. Too much of a gap, right? Can you lower your music? Yeah, IWM hedge break. Thank you for calling that. Do you guys see any So the two with the resiliences being Nasdaq resilience being stronger and everything popped up. I'm gonna look at the weaker one, right? The S&P is the weaker one, so I'm gonna be trading the S&P today. That's one thing to take note of. This is the upper DD band on QQQ, so clearly there is resistance to pull back. I'd love to get myself a long off 307 back up to there. So bull long ups, that V-shaped long around liquidity mass first thing I like to take. So we'll talk about FOMC today. Bull long up is a V-shape, trade 1B from here to there, back to there. Boom, boom, boom. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, yeah, isn't Janet Yellen speaking today too as well? DD.9. Well, yeah, so supporting it at bull zone is pretty confident of that happening today. Somebody just wrote me, hey Matt, I want to say thank you for pretty much everything you do. You're really one of the best mentors I've ever found in this life, and I'm grateful for the community and tools you provided myself personally. Hope you have a great day. You were the man. Well, thank you. Made my day. You guys are too nice. Yeah, I like that. You know, another thing with Yellen speaking at the turn of the hour, you know, that can provide some kind of volatility to the day. So, I know I heard you said something was coming up today. I was wondering if that's what you said or anything, but I think that. Yeah, any kind of news event. I think today with the market just being like this, it's going to be kind of flat and choppy. And then I'm hoping for Yellen to speak and just get a nice sharp red candle just to trade it right back up to mean revert to where we started. So I think until about 9 o'clock, yeah, nothing's happened. What's up? I love when Vegas is long-minded and I'm long-minded. That always turns out well. I mean, whenever she's got confluence with Vegas, I always feel confident.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a crazy one. All right.
But I am watching that here. I do like this kind of projection I'm going to. I got like trying to find like contract activity volume when anything or out.
So yeah, just pulling back on these. There's really nothing to say. I'm gonna look for any stocks that are in the irrational territory in a liquidity pocket. Vegas. She's another community leader out there. She runs a community called I Love Stocks. Just an old friend. We've been friends for, geez, since early. She's my first friends in the industry when I got started. So they're like an options trading community, mostly option stocks. It's called I Love Stocks. And funny story, how I met her. So I'm probably telling you guys that out of the stream. But ever since I met her, we were just buddies throughout the years. And then when Twitter Spaces came back around, I kind of disappeared for 3 years to, create Rocket Scooter. And I kind of like just dove back into like a hole and I made the platform. And then when Spaces came out and I ran on Spaces, I ran into her and a couple of my other friends that I knew from just back in the day. Like back in the day, all of us were like, we're going to all be big tech companies one day in finance. And we're all just like building stuff. One of my buddies is one of the big wigs over at TrendSpider. And this is before any of us were companies. And we were all like, yeah, we're all going to start tech companies one day. We're all going to make platforms. Y'all want to do all these different things. You always want to make a platform. This is like, shoot, 2015, 2016. We all had, there's a podcast we had on YouTube. It was very low quality. We're all, this is before you had a lot of like, before FinTwit, before streaming on YouTube, before anything. So back in those days. And so when I came back around and Spaces became a thing on Twitter, I saw all my familiar friends. I saw my old buddy, Jake from who works over at TrendSpider in Vegas. I saw both of them on Twitter Spaces. I'm like, Twitter Spaces, what is this thing? They're like, oh my God, Matt, you're alive? Where the hell have you been all these years? And I'm like, yeah, we made our platform. It's like, no way, you made it? Oh, tell us about it. And so I just like reunited with all of them and came back around and started becoming like active on Twitter. I was never active on Twitter for the longest time. But and Vegas, she's a cool lady, man. She's one of the nicest, like, traders are typically like shitheads. I mean, I'm a shithead. We're all shitheads. She's like that super sweet aunt who's always positive and like always nice and always like saying sweet things. Even the market's bad. I've never heard a mean word come out of that girl's mouth. She's like the nicest person you ever meet. She's super cool. But she's actually really, really talented as well. She's like me. She likes to be more bullish than bearish. She likes to give bull opportunities or likes to sit out. I very rarely hear her like calling shorts on a lot of stuff. So, which is really, really, like, there's people that start off as investors and turn traders love to be long-minded. That's like me. I like to be long-minded. I don't like to be long-minded all the time, but I like to, when longs are strong, that's when I go heavy, right? The music is louder. I thought that shit was turned down. Let me turn it down for a little bit. How the heck? You sure? Why's my voice so low? Let me chop it down a little bit lower. Is that better? So I'm just gonna wait for Hedge to pull back. I'm not chasing this. Why do you prefer going long than short? Because long trades are easier to manage, especially when you're trying to do these like these, whenever you try to like do these, what are they? These eval funded account challenges here. They're ultra strict for a reason. The idea is to make sure that only good traders pass, or like really good traders pass. So the rules are really tight. Drawdown's what gets you. So long trades have less drawdown than short trades. Hold on a second. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, Yellen speaking while opening small positions in the market. The rest is high. I will. I'm waiting for Yellen to speak, and when Yellen speaks, I'm gonna get like a pullback on something. I'm just eyeballing the SPY right now. Resilience just being kind of like nice and strong. We're gonna keep an eyeball and make sure resilience doesn't dip below 0 today. Anything down in here is a scalp off of hedge pressure. But remember, we have FOMC tomorrow, right? So with FOMC tomorrow, I don't expect the market to do anything big. What I expect to do is the market to stay the course. And if Yellen's speaking and we dip, I'm going to long right back. I'm just going to do a V-shaped dip and call it a day. I'm going to get in, get out. I know exactly what I'm going to do, right? Have you ever seen EV higher than this?
Anyone care to comment more about
Yeah.
it? I've actually been very bullish on Google.
I think I've seen it like,
190 or so.
I don't know. I can't remember the highest I've seen it, but it's been high 90s plenty of times. I mean, everything's gapped up, everything's run. Yeah, I'm on Google. Let's do some monthly walls real quick. Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of Google today.
Yeah, I agree.
Google and Apple were my two major picks back in October when the market was crashing out for the reversal. I just knew that those are going to be the good ones. Those are the ones that were depressed the most. So it seemed to be the ones that had the most ground to catch up on. So I'm a huge fan of Google myself.
What do you, oh, yeah, Matt.
Just saying, I think today, you know, obviously this is kind of what I was telling people on my stream. Since we're live streaming on YouTube right now, there's a link that we that's on the Rocket Scooter and the Matt account if you guys want to watch the screen while we talk about all this. So anytime somebody says a ticker, I bring it up so y'all can see what it looks like on the Rocket Scooter calcs. So today, right, with Janet Yellen speaking, clearly there's going to be likely some volatility. You know, all eyes are listening to what the FOMC is going to do. You know, I'm projecting that we'll probably have no basis point hike, but 25 is I think where swaps are pricing the majority. You know, probability is leaning towards that. But I think I wouldn't be surprised at the 0. The market pressing higher before Fed is hinting at a 0, right? Beat expectations or beat the sentiment, and the market's going to, you know, efficient market hypothesis, price it before it happens. So today I'm looking for Yellen to create some volatility. I'm looking for that volatility to drop price all the way down to hedge pressure. I'm probably going to long it straight up to V back. But, you know, anytime before FOMC, the market is not going to rally. It's not going to crash. It's going to either be volatile or it's going to go nowhere. So I'm looking for some instant volatility. I'm not going to be silly in chases. I've traded long enough in so many of these FOMC or day before FOMC things. I know exactly what to expect. The market moves a crazy amount today. Tomorrow's going to be even crazier. So I usually, especially with tension being high and a possible big change, people don't make big decisions this close to FOMC. The big decisions were made the week leading up to it, which is why that volatility week did see. So day traders will tell you, if the market's really quiet and really still before the FOMC, it's not because the expectation is going to happen. It's likely because there's a big shock coming through. You know, the last 2 weeks, we saw market way up, way down, way up, way down. That's people moving whatever position they had out of the way of this big FOMC. If I were to take a guess, that volatility is coming from shorts getting out of the way because of a 0 basis point hike. So I think we're going to get a pretty nice rocket probably tomorrow. And the calm before the storm today just means trading is going to be really, really negligible moves. If I don't get a callus of a Yellen, I'm probably not going to do anything. I'd like to grab a quick long and trade it right back to where we started and then close it out. So I'm looking for all these hedge pressures to support. Google, as you're talking about, sitting there like at 101. Microsoft especially, that's another good one, 271 and a quarter. I talked about this morning. SPY is 396 and a half. So ideally, I'd like to just grab a quick long if I can get it. But other than that, I'd be comfortable sitting out until tomorrow. So saw some hands come up, but if you guys have something to say, Billy or Andres, let's go. Yeah.
Go ahead, Andreas. I think you were first.
Yeah, well, one, Wolf, you got my attention with that Charles Schwab pick, so I've been looking into that. But
Right. What's up, guys? Okay, pal. No, Janet Yellen speaks today. When was the expiration? Tomorrow morning, Wednesday, the third Wednesday of the month. This particular month, though, they pushed it ahead a week because it was a short month and Wednesday was the first. I'm going to trade SPY today because SPY has the weaker resilience of the two. It's 50 versus 72, which means SPY's likely going to dip first. Nasdaq's going to be a little more elevated on a percent basis. They're about roughly the same percent up, but relative to their half gap and the S&P stocks, some of the stocks are weaker in the S&P than they are in the Nasdaq. Remember, we're not going to do much going into Fed. I know if I get Yellen speaks and we hit hedge pressure, I'll trade it right back up. So you're probably here. Maybe like here to here's a nice little scalp I want to get. You're confused as to which calculations fall in Discord. 2 different DD conversions were posted this morning. I reran the bot. So it's always the last bot that was posted. I screwed that one up this morning. And you have to remember DD updates in real time. So that's just the estimate of where it will be. But the futures DD stays anchored in the same spot. It's the conversion that was all messed up. And that was my bad. That was my bad on that one because I still manually run that bot in the mornings. But you know, the S&P bands, they will move around when you convert to SPY, but the futures ones are anchored. So that one never changes. Just I reconvert it for you guys in the morning to be a little more accurate when SPY adjusts its value. Yellen is speaking like right now. Yeah, so let's get financial juice. Everybody want a little trader trick here. Smash that like button if you can while you're hanging out with us here, Rocket Scooter. Click that like button and I'll let you drop you something really quick. Our $199 a month package, full unlock, full platform, full scanner, full walls, full everything, all the calculations, and all the feature stuff coming out, $199 a month, is $35 a month for 3 months. You do not want to not check this out. This is the first time, probably the only time we're going to do this. And what we're doing with this is we're letting everybody take our program. We have devised this 6-week type training program. It's a boot camp for trading. I mean, obviously it's been very popular. We have a lot of people join up and take it. You can go through the entire boot camp for $35 a month, stay for 3 months. If you guys have gone through that, let the folks know in chat what you think about the new program, new videos, everything. We've overhauled everything and overhauled how we teach. Y'all feel like you got something out of it? Let us know. But click that link right there for $35 a month. There's no incentive to stay. You can quit anytime. But $199 to $35, and it's all your data feeds, all everything. We're not making any money off of that. Trust me. It covers your data, and that's it. So we want you guys all to check it out. We're growing the community, trying to grow the community really big, and that's the point of getting people introduced to what we do. And if you like it, you can definitely stick around. And we have a little special coming out. You guys are gonna notice something this week. Hint, hint. You might see some pop-ups in your dashboard, hint, hint. If you're part of the extended trial, especially this first batch, we're going to adorn you with prizes and discounts and all kind of fun stuff if you guys stay with the crew. So, Mode 2's been working nicely today. I agree. Mode 2 Resilience supporting up here. I should have taken a long off of Mode 2 Resilience.
All right. Good morning, Jaguar. Oh, actually, Vila.
No, I just wanted to go back to this FOMC rates.
What about the DD band? What about being past the DD band, sit out? So there is no sit out. Okay, whenever you have an irrational rule, so when you're irrational right now, irrational typically means sit out. If you are getting used to trading, we say in the first 3 months, right? Irrational should be a sign for people. If you need a rule-based style of trading that you're using for yourself to get comfortable sitting out or comfortable not over trading, irrational is the way to go. So when you have discretion, as you get better, we say at about month 4, once you've gone through the whole program and understand everything we teach, and you feel more comfortable knowing what irrational does, and you're really good with risk and reward and really good with risk management. I trade with discretion with many of the irrational rules triggered. They just trigger me to trade small. So when you're newer, trade small can be trade zero. Zero is pretty damn small. When I have discretion, like now I'm gonna enter a trade, I don't sit out on all irrational rules personally. I choose to trade them, but I choose to trade them very small. So my contract size will be like maybe one tenth or 1/5 of what I normally do. Does that make sense, Jeff? So, it comes down to your ability to trust yourself to make the right decisions. Irrational, you have to know you're gonna have overshoots on the pivots. You're gonna have to know you're gonna trade small. You have to know that you can cut and run when it goes against you. You have to be very confident as a trader. So the sit out when irrational is something we teach people in our boot camp for 3 months, because what you have to do is break the habit of over trading. You have to learn to be comfortable sitting out. We can learn how to take a loss and sit out in that revenge trade. You can learn how to see a market that doesn't look good when the day starts and then walk away from the market and not make any trades and over trade. You learn to not always be gambling. And that's how we shape traders, by using that as a guideline when you get started. Now, clearly with discretion, you can do anything you want. But when irrational, I always trade small, right? You'll never learn how to cut a trade and run if you don't learn how to wake up and look at the market and say, not today. Close everything down, take the day off. If you can't do that, there's no way you can do that when you've already lost 10% of your account in a single trade. You will trade yourself to zero. So we teach people that whole thing. Home sale is higher, best value for anything ever. I think you said you would rather trade SPY because its resilience is weaker than QQQ. Can you elaborate, please? Yeah, if I'm looking for something to dip, to buy on, I'm looking for the weaker of the two to be the one that's more likely to dip. Resilience is going negative right now. Let's take a look at this. That's great to see. Actually, I'd like to see resilience negative. I'd like to see us press all the way to the monthly hedge pressure. Let me make sure that's not a, it's just a quickie dip there. Okay. I don't know. I think I'm going to sit out today, to be honest. I'm bored. Market's doing nothing.
This week, I'm doing a series of
Yeah, I shouldn't say anything we didn't know. I think I'm just gonna chill today and sit out. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna do anything today.
For dropping a nice trade for us all right there this morning.
We're rejecting every DD bound on QQQ. It's just kind of sitting there.
Everything that Matt just talked about, all the fees that he talked about volume.
Should I long?
He is our
Hedge pressure cues. Thinking.
You're looking for that as a
Got a hunch by a bunch of Brian. Probably gonna hang chill on this one. Yeah, I'm not gonna trade today. I'm gonna sit out. Just not enough room to move. I don't think. I don't. And resilience is negative, so nah. This is a bad signal. No trade today for me. Don't like it. Yeah, I don't really like it today, guys. Resilience all over the place. It's just too tight. This has scared me. These two resilience dumps. Whatever's on the edge there, I'm not really liking it. What do y'all think? Are y'all doing anything today? This is just not. This is scaring me, right? These, as they're pressing lower and resilience dipped twice so fast. I don't know whatever it is on the edge. We'll have to look at the scanner and try to find it. Let's see. No liquidity pocket. Half gap breaks. Wow, thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, no, sure. I mean, for real, just the educational stuff that you guys built out. That Discord is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I mean, just the level of information that you guys give out and teach and don't charge extra for is unbelievable. If you guys don't, if you and it doesn't make any jug of you're either crazy or you're just not serious about your trading career. Because to me, it's just like it might as well be free. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
What do y'all think? Half gap, resilience is less than 0. I'm glad I set out. To be honest, these are just two on the French. I'm hanging on this one. Like earlier, I said I was going to long at 307. Resilience is giving me that I need to stay away from it mentality. 397 is going to pass right through. We're likely going to fill that gap at 306, and that causes a hedge pressure break, which again is another one of our rules, which the market becomes irrational, can move very rapidly. So I predict Right now, it's looking down more than it's up. We won't break 305. DD is another one of our tools that supports the market at 305. So I'm gonna predict 3 steps right now. The S&P is gonna bounce from here. It's gonna fall through 307. It's gonna fall only as far as about 305, and it's gonna support there going into tomorrow. Everyone write those numbers down. See if I was right. Babe Ruth. Too negative for a bounce. You guys nailed it. Y'all are so fucking smart. I love you guys. So today, bounce, hedge pressure break. We fall, hit the close. We sit here. Why do we support the bull zone, everybody? Go, ready, go. I was actually saying that on the space. I thought the mic was muted. Why do I support on the bull zone, everybody? Go. Type it. DD, why? Why? Hell yeah. Res pushes us lower. Res causes hedge pressure break. Res causes hedge pressure break. Res causes hedge pressure break. I'm not shorting this, but we close somewhere in here. Okay. Close somewhere in there. We are filling the gap. As long as res stays less than 0, res all over the place. Something is at the middle, and something is at the middle that's in both SPY and NASDAQ. So that something at the middle is probably an Apple or a Microsoft or a Google or something. Right? Let's find it. Oh, I was talking about QQQ. It's in both. Let's see. Which stock's right in the middle? Oh, there we go. First one I picked is an Apple. Let's go. Man, of all the 500 stocks, I picked the one that's going to turn the market one way or the other. There it goes, baby. Look at how... I love you guys. Y'all are so fucking smart. Isn't that crazy how quick you can find it? The fact that it's shared between... Remember we had that course on that. Because it's common to both of them, and the impact is really strong on both of them, you know it's a mega cap tech stock. That crazy, right? Super cool. It's Apple. We just kind of narrowed it down to the stock that's kind of on the fringe. It's Apple today. The resilience bouncing all over the place because Apple's the one that's providing all that market cap flex. So Apple's in a very strange balance point right now. So the early warning signs we're getting, all eyes are kind of watching what Apple's doing right now. With resilience, which is our indication going from like -30 to +30, -30, bouncing. It's very rare it does that. So if Apple moves, the index that's enough to push the index off of this balance point. So I agree with you. Losing 396.5 is probably going to pull the market down a little bit. So I hope it doesn't, but if it does, then that's probably what's going to happen. So Apple, I think, is the telltale sign today. It's right on its half gap, and it's just it's starting to pick up some steam. So all right. I'm going to short 2, actually. Very small. 2 ES I'm going to short. Just 2, and I keep really tight on that. And now, again, resilience being positive is scaring me, so we got to be very, very, very tight, but it's bouncing enough. Bouncing enough. All right, I am actually going to short this. It's a monthly hedge. I am taking the short. Let's go. It's about a 15-point dip. Just to fill the... I hate shorting though in bull long ups. A break. I hate shorting. I normally don't do this. I don't like it. So I'm taking something really small. Bull long up, right? Res stays greater than 0. The bull long up to V back up is that trade. Res less than 0. We're gonna push through here. Res less than 0. We're gonna lose the gap. You'll see what I'm saying, guys? That's Apple right here. This is Apple. Keep an eyeball on Apple. I'm gonna put Apple on a separate screen. That VIX is also pressing close to 1 risk interval. Let's take a look really quick. Top left on my screen. This right here is going to provide a likely bounce for volatility. So we're getting very close to the VIX responding with volatility, which can respond with volatility. Very confident in the trade now, actually, and I don't normally do this, but I am feeling extremely confident shorting this now. Yeah. NVIDIA at half cap. Oh, Brian, thanks, man, for finding that. Let's check it. Yeah, NVIDIA too, right? NVIDIA and Apple. This a nice tight squeeze, and these guys can fall to their hedge pressures, which gives us enough room for the market to fall. NVIDIA and Apple. So we got about 255 drop on NVID. I'm gonna put this on another screen. Let's put Apple on another screen. Again, pre-Fed. I'm not expecting the market to reverse, but we do have a possible volatility trigger that I do like what I see. We'll see if we get it. That right here. Does everybody agree with my sentiment here? Res less than 0 goes back to the open, right? Or res greater than 0 is a bull long up back to open. There's that V-shaped trade. Res less than 0 and we get here. Breaking hedge pressure going to the bottom. Ooh, is this what I'm saying? You can't always force a trade. You got to wait for opportunities to come up. I wanted to sit out today and I saw that opportunity and I like what I see. Right? This is my setup today. And if you guys have not checked out the extended trial, sure I'll give you guys that link really quick. Check it out. We love y'all. Click this link and smash that like button while y'all are here. We love you guys. Thank you for supporting the stream here. Let me answer some questions. I'm going to get to them. You guys are all smart with that DD. Yeah. DD. Favorite cadet? Is that your favorite cadet, Nicole? The one sneezing in the background? Yeah. Yeah. She's sick of technical analysis. We all are, right? Heyo. Nicole's looking up important stuff on the internet right now. She's studying fundamentals, and we're looking at breadth of the market. Teaching her some things today. Hey, add your ticks in settings. Yeah. All right, shorts playing out. Like it. Spy breaking hedge pressure. Resilience predicts hedge pressure breaks. I like. I should add as an indicator that stocks are moving the market today. Apple. I love that idea. Actually, we've kind of talked about it before. I'm going to remember this as like, it's going to be like, almost like a scanner setting, but it's going to be Like this is the stock that's doing it. It's going to be in the scrolling alerts when we do it. The scrolling alerts would be like, you have alert triggers and you can say, if resilience breaks, what stock is it? If DD changes, what stock is it? So the alerts are going to be which stocks in all of our arbitrage indications here, which stocks are doing it. If IWM is like red, you can create a list that says what were the stocks in the Russell ranked by market cap that are breaking hedge pressure. Like we're going to create smart alerts like that. I love that idea. Who just sent me in Discord? Love it. All right, that's my buddy here. I wonder if you guys can hear my cats. Can you hear the cats? They're always being cats. Res negative, bouncing on half gap. So essentially, yeah, this is good. This is great. I do like it. I fucking love this trade. Nvidia, Apple, though, those are the ones to look at. This is the problem, though. See, it is. And I'm fine tuning, like, you know, what I'm looking at. We're gonna look at the small resilience chart to give us a little bit more insight. Apple, let's go here. Let me set this up. Oh, Nvidia CEO speaking in 20 minutes. Oh, crap. Well, that can be a wrench in my plan. If Nvidia is the one that's on the edge, shit, I don't like to see that. You said Nvidia CEO speaking in 20 minutes? I think it just happened about an hour ago. So let me double check that. Guys, let's find let's go ahead while we're waiting here. Let me go to Apple. Let's see what we look for Apple, right? We're gonna look for some kind of supports. You have hedge pressure. Let me go on the daily chart. Let me see if I can find any Apple gap fills or anything. Apple's got no gap fills in the immediate vicinity. Okay. Let's go ahead and do, let's look at some walls on Apple and just kind of find. Let's go ahead and pop Apple up. Oops. Take a look at Apple on Friday, 152.50. This is what I call my monthly map. I love doing monthly maps. 150. Oh, nice and tight, right? Volatility is just dead. Dead in the water. Interesting to see that. Let's go one more week out. Let's see, volatility's gone, right? It's like it's almost expected that people are pricing in a 25 basis point right now as the swaps are starting to lean that way. The indication of no volatility, even so, and Apple being strictly bull zone next couple of weeks, there's no selling off in the market today. That's almost hinting at a 0 basis point. That volatility that we had that I just undid, drying that stuff up. Ooh. This is the map. So Apple's got no volatility from here. Supporting 155, supporting 152.5. The market is very strong for 2 weeks. Shit. Yeah, I don't see any evidence. Let's look at NVIDIA real quick. These are the monthly maps, and I can't wait to get monthly maps. $210 and 200. There's a large volatile range, 210. Support on bull zone for Friday. Okay, so that's still a bigger distance than what we're seeing now. A little more volatility, but not a lot. A little more volatility, but a long drop to the bottom of the bull zone. So NVIDIA's got support all the way at 210 up until Friday. It's 2 Fridays from now, sorry. This Friday, 250. Okay, so 250 is about here. So very similar, not really volatile for 2 weeks, and people are becoming more bullish. So weeks go by. It means it's 25 basis point, likely a 0. NVIDIA CEO, some speaking or saying something, that could be a catalyst right out the door. So remember, we got to keep our eyeballs on resilience. That's the most important thing today. Let's close out these walls. Resilience is negative. We're pushing up. I like the prospects there. Okay, so NVIDIA is tapping its upper redistribution zone. NVIDIA CEO speaking apparently what I just heard on the spaces. Man, I love these spaces. They're always keeping me informed. What's going on? Fucking love it. All right, it's getting pretty close to ending up the stream here. So, what everybody do really quick. I think we're going up now. I mean, dude, resilience is still negative, man. Resilience is resilience, right? It's below 10. It's below 10. It's enough, I think. But again, I'm not. The market has no volatility today, and this is what I'm saying. Watch this, okay? I'm not scared yet. VIX is about to hit one risk interval, okay? That's an irrational signal. VIX likely bounces and creates volatility from here. That can be a very quick red candle that comes out of the blue. A nice little spike before we dip. I'm not scared of that at all, right? So we'll see. Everybody keep your eyes on the one risk interval. This is a $2, and remember, the risk interval has changed, so keep that in mind. It's $2.60 now. It's no longer 3. We have tighten VIX risk interval. So the interaction there is likely the volatility I'm looking for, okay? All right, so everybody head over to the Discord really quick. Sign up for the extended trial. Go to our Discord. We'll jump back in Zoom in about an hour. You're going to do the $35 a month extended trial. Three months. Check it out. We'd love to have you. I'll fill in what's happening with the trade. Again, there's no volatility yet. I'm looking for volatility to happen. I'm looking. Nvidia's at the top of its redistribution zone. Apple is pushing to lower lows. This is all the sign I need for the negative resilience that this market's likely to pull back today. Get some volatility. And that's Nvidia's CEO says something that pushes Nvidia way up. That's gonna be what squeezes me. Other than that, all signs point down, which I like. So I'm gonna hang on to this one. Angelo says that'd be a cool ticker tape, HP and MHP ticker tape. That'd be pretty dope, right? I like the idea of like scrolling alerts that are programmable. Anytime irrational rules trigger, which stocks follow the path. Anytime, you know, DD changes, what stock was it? Anytime resilience goes negative, what stock was it? Oh yeah, like a ticker tape. Perfect. Okay, I'm happy with where we are right now. As a matter of fact, I do like what I see. I'm gonna go ahead and add one more to it. You want to follow the saga? Hit one of those links up there in just a second. Come over to the Discord. You won't be disappointed. We're gonna run you guys through our amazing, awesome bootcamp training program. Come one, come all, $35 a month. You cannot beat that price. Full access to Rocket Scooter, all data feed unlocks, learn our process, learn how I trade, learn some new techniques and tools, take them with you, stay with us forever. Whatever it is, we'd love to have you. Click that link. We'll be in Zoom in about an hour. Take a quick little breakfast break, and I will talk to y'all later. Love y'all.